Hey. Today we are talking about, I know it's Motivational Monday, but we are talking about don't have a date on Valentine's Day? Try this. This is motivation for all those who put so much stock into Valentine's Day. As we know, it's a man made holiday that many people choose to celebrate as a day of love, right? But everybody don't have a boo or a boo thing. And so I'm going to give you tips and pointers on how to celebrate this Valentine's Day and still feel loved. All right. So if you don't have a date on Valentine's Day, these are things that you can try for yourself. Valentine's Day is the number one day celebrated, number one now holiday celebrated for love and gifts according to USA Today. All right. Valentine's Day is about, according to studies, love. It's about love, affection, and giving to the one you love. Now, look, why that isn't happening all throughout the year, it should be, but this is the day that so many people put stock in as to if I don't have a boo or a boo thing, then I don't feel loved. All right, so I don't want you to feel that way on Valentine's Day. And so, what can you do? So, first of all, let's talk about when most people think about Valentine's Day, they think about celebrating it, like I say, with their boo or their bae, right? And so, what if you don't have a boo or a bae? According to www.timeout.com, it says, and these stats are like really mind blowing to me. It says 60% of people between the ages of 18 and 44 are single. 60% between 18 and 44 are single. That means they don't have a boo or a bae, right? They may have a work boo or a work bae, or they may have a friend boo or a friend bae, but they don't have one that is their love of their life bae, that type of thing, right? This is my person bae. Um, and so let's think about that. 60% don't have a boo or a bae. So that means that between 18 and 44. So that means a lot of people really dread, right? I remember when I was single, I dreaded Valentine's Day because so many people, it's such a big hype. Social media makes Valentine's Day such a big hype. All you see is all these couples on there and they got their cute outfits on and they're matching, right? And you see the flowers, the candy, they're out on dates. They look like they having such a good time. They're smiling and it just seems like love, right? It just looks good. You just want that feeling. Okay, so I was a part of that as well. Like when Valentine's Day came around, I'd be like, I don't want to even think about it, right? So I understand, right? If that is you, just pay attention, all right? So with that being a fact that between 18 and 44, that 60% are single, then does that mean that you shouldn't celebrate Valentine's Day? Of course not. Tune in to your girl. She gonna tell you what you should do. All right. So, who better to celebrate Valentine's Day with than yourself, right? This is a time of self love. And when I say that, I know self love is overly pushed, right? Love self. But in your mind, you're saying, but I want to be with somebody. I want somebody who's going to love me. I want, and your time may be coming, right? But until then, it's time to love on yourself. And since Valentine's Day is all about love, that's what they say, right? I don't know. I think it's all about the finances and how much money they make on Valentine's Day. I didn't even take time to look up and see how much is made on Valentine's Day, but I only can imagine that since it is celebrated as the biggest love day, how much money they make. But it's pushed as a day of love, right? And so, since Valentine's Day is all about love, why not celebrate it with the person you love? AKA you. YOU. So if you are single on Valentine's Day, create your own date night with none other than the love of your life, you. Until your boo thing comes, celebrate with you, the love of your life. And I'm going to give you five ways to celebrate Valentine's Day with yourself and not feel down and out, right? This is going to be a way that you are able to really celebrate yourself. Okay. Number one, send flowers to your job, whether you work at home or whether you work in office. Because a lot of people, one thing I know about flowers and having flowers sent, they make you feel special, right? They make you feel like, ooh, uh, I feel I feel just amazing because I got flowers delivered. Whether somebody else sent them to you or whether you sent them to yourself, you can have that same feeling, right? And if you work from home, have flowers delivered to you. Sometimes it's just that thing of, ooh, I got a package delivered to me, will make you feel special on Valentine's Day. So, one, send some flowers to yourself. And a lot of times what women like is for other women to see that I got a package delivered to the office, right? But a lot of people are still working from home. And so, how many people are seeing that? So, if you just like deliveries, as I said, have them delivered to yourself. And if you don't want to spend that coinage, because on Valentine's Day, them flowers be expensive, honey. They be expensive. I can tell you a couple places. Go to your local florist. And if you don't want to spend what the local florist is going to charge, because it is Valentine's Day, and so it's going to be an upcharge. So go to, there are stores out here, and I don't want to mention any names because they're not sponsoring me. Until they sponsor me, then I will mention their names. But they have flowers as low as, you can get a bunch of beautiful roses. They're like 6 roses, and you can get a bunch of roses for $5. And some stores are even cheaper than that, and they are beautiful. You can have your own vase, right? I keep a vase because I never know. I buy my own flowers, even though I'm married. I buy my own flowers because I like to feel good, okay? So celebrate yourself. If you like flowers, get yourself some flowers. That's tip number one. Tip number two, buy a card for yourself. You don't have to stand in the line looking for what is the perfect card for this person. You know what you need, right? So I say you may get a card with the words already in there, and or you can get a card that is blank and write your own Valentine's Day card, right? Write a note of love to yourself. How do you feel about you? You know, you are special, right? Speak to yourself. Get a blank card and speak some love thoughts to yourself. Tip number two. Tip number three, don't forget a sweet treat for such a sweetheart that you are, right? You are sweet. And so treat yourself. I don't eat many, or I try not to, I try not to eat many sweets, but let that be a day that you celebrate you with something special. If you like They have those big caramel apples on Valentine's Day with the nuts on it, the big large apples, right? If that's something you like as a treat, get yourself one. If you like chocolates, go to the specialty store that makes those, right? The little store in the neighborhood that has sells the chocolates. They make it right there in house. Yeah, and by that, if you like turtles, get turtles. I like me personally, I like a turtle sundae. And so maybe that's what I will treat myself to on Valentine's Day. Hmm. But whatever it is, be sweet to yourself. So you have the flowers, you have the candy or the treat, you have your own card, right? And so you have a place where you can place all these things. Tip number 4, dress for the occasion. Now, I am not suggesting that you go to a restaurant on that day. First of all, if you are in a relationship, I'm not suggesting you go to a restaurant on that day because most times the service is not good and the food is not good because they're rushing because there is such a crowd. So I don't even suggest that if you're in a relationship, okay? What I suggest is have a date night with yourself. So, how you want to be with you? Do you want to wear pajamas? They could be sexy pajamas for you. Hey, hey, be sexy for yourself. Or you could just have some PJs and you can Netflix and chill with yourself. Mm. Or you can dress up. I'm a dress up person. So if I was dating myself, to date myself, I want to dress up. I'm going to put my red on. Okay? I got for Valentine's Day, I have my red blazer. I'm going to put my red blazer on for me. Okay? Now, put your dress on, put your stockings on if you want to put some sexy stockings on, put your boots on. It's still a little chilly outside. You're not going outside, but you're dressing up for yourself. You are showing up for you. This is a time when you don't have a boo or a bae yet for you to learn about you and be the best you to you, right? Which will help you to attract the best one for you. The way you take care of you, you won't allow anybody else to treat you any less than you treat yourself. Okay? So, tip number 4, that was dress for the occasion. Whether you're going to Netflix and chill, whatever you're going to do it, right? Whatever pleases you. Remember, this is a date about yourself. Okay, now that you're all dressed and ready to go, right in your house, right in your home, right? You're dressed and you are ready to go. If it's nothing but sitting on the couch with your comfy blanket, hey, and your pillows up under you, or if you're dressed up in your dress, your heels, or your sexy lingerie, I say this is a moment of celebration, right? Get in front of your big mirror and dance, right? Just move around, have some movement, put some music on, some soft music, jazz, whatever music you like. Put some soft music on and celebrate yourself, okay? You may also put on your favorite music, your favorite movie. I'm sorry, we said music. You may put on your favorite movie, whatever that is. Maybe it's a love movie, maybe not, right? Anyway, you celebrating the way you want to celebrate it because it's all about you in this moment. It's about building yourself up until your boo or bae comes, all right? And now that you have that, you've did a dance with yourself. Maybe you've sang a little song. You got your movie on. Now, guess what? Have your food delivered, whatever it is that you want to eat. And guess what? Because it's you, it won't cost a whole lot as if it was with two. Mm-hmm. But have it delivered. Hey, you can have anything delivered nowadays. So have your meal delivered so that you can just sit down and enjoy, you know? And don't forget, here's your bonus. Don't forget to have your candles lit so it's smelling good in there. Your wine or your favorite drink, beverage, whatever that is. Maybe you don't drink wine or liquor. You may just want some good cranberry juice, something good, right? But make it cute. Put it in a glass that looks really, really presentable. Not just presentable, but elegant, right? Makes you feel like the queen that you are, or king, because you can do it as well, kings, right? That 60% didn't say it was just women, it's women and men, right? So, king and queens, right? Celebrate ourselves. Now, you got your food, you got your movie on, you got your, if it's music, whatever it is, you are now ready, right? Guess what? Take your selfie. Mm. And once you take that selfie, you're going to buy you a frame and you're going to put that selfie in a frame so you can remember that I had the best time with myself on Valentine's Day and I did not feel sad, lonely. I felt good because I showed my own self some love. And that's what Valentine's Day is all about, showing love to the one that one or ones, hey, I ain't knocking you, that you love, all right? And at this moment, it may just be that that love is all about you. Celebrate you, and then perhaps leave that selfie there, right? Leave that card there that you wrote about you. Leave whatever memories you had of Valentine's Day. And as you celebrate you and continue to work on you and take care of you, guess what? Next year, you may be celebrating with your boo or bae or your person. But if not, guess what? You'll have another great date with yourself. All right. So that was Motivational Monday's tips. We talked about Valentine's Day and 5 tips plus a bonus on how to celebrate you if you are without a boo or a bae. All right. So go and be great and catch us next Monday where we'll be talking about, we'll probably be celebrating Black History, doing something on Black History, which Black History should be all month. I mean, should be all year because we Black 365, okay? And so 366 this year, probably. All right. So catch me next month. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, subscribe and hit the bell so you can get more motivational Monday tips as well as mind altering messages right here. Right here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hit the subscribe and I'll see you again real soon.